Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about my growth on YouTube in 8 months. I wanted to do a realistic video on YouTube growth. I know whenever I first got into YouTube, like I looked for videos and like you see these videos where like people are like, oh yeah, I blew up and got monetized within this many months, or I blew up and had like 5,000 subscribers within, this little amount of time. And it's not realistic, and that's not most people's journey on YouTube. So I wanted to do like a realistic video to show you guys what my growth has looked like on YouTube in the last 8 months. So I started this channel June 27th of last year. So I've been on here about 8 months, and at the timing of this video, I'm at 166 subscribers, and I have like around 76,000 views total in the last 8 months. I'm going to share with you guys like 5 or 6 things that I've learned in the last 8 months on being on YouTube. So we're going to get into that. So the first thing I learned is it's important to have a niche, and make sure that that niche is something that you enjoy, because especially on YouTube, like I said, your growth is not going to be like it was an overnight thing. It's not going to be like that on YouTube. So make sure that your niche is something that you enjoy doing, that even if it takes a while to get there, like you'll enjoy making content, and that's where your heart is, because it will take time. So make it something you like to do and niche it down. The second thing I've learned is that YouTube growth is never, at least for me and for most people, it's not steady. And by steady, I mean I'm not gaining 20 subscribers every time I post a video. It's kind of like up and down. So like I might post a video one day and gain 1 or 2 subscribers. I might post a video and get like 10 subscribers from that video. It's kind of just like, it's never steady. It's all over the place. It's like, well, what was different? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's never steady. You'll have your days where it's low, and then you'll have your days where it's higher. The third thing I learned was, I actually read this in some forum, and it's not really like publicly out there, because I had never ran into it before. Whenever I was like looking up how to start a YouTube channel, like different things to do to try to promote growth, one thing that I learned, and I think it actually really does help, is whenever you create a video and you go to save it, don't let it save like the generic like movie 1, movie 2. Save it, and whenever you save it, title it something that kind of goes in with your niche. So like mine is like clean motivation. So whenever I save my video, I'll put something like clean with me, motivation, organizing. And it's said that whenever you save it like that with the title, that whenever it's uploaded to YouTube with that title, that it actually categorizes it. And I honestly think there's something to that, because like the videos that I've saved and have named that are in relation to my niche, they've gotten more traction and they get more views. They get views faster. So I do think there's something there with that. So whenever you go to save your video, save it with a title that has to do with your niche. The fourth thing is your thumbnails. Try out different things with your thumbnails and kind of see what works. There's a lot of different, there's Canva. That's what I use. And Canva's really good because it kind of gives you the layouts for you, and then you just like pick one. Super easy. So try different things with your thumbnails, and then like just kind of mark the progress. Like on this video, got a little bit more views with this thumbnail than I did with this thumbnail. Just try and work with different things until you find what works for you, or what you think is helping you get more traction on your channel. The fifth thing is Facebook groups and like different forums in your niche to help promote your channel. These were helpful to me. So I would like go on Facebook and find forums that kind of related to my niche, and shared my channel in those, promoted my channel in those. The same thing with like different forums on the internet. There's like forums for every niche you can think of. So Facebook groups, stuff like that, where you can like go in there and promote your channel. And that was helpful to just give you an outlet to help promote it that goes to a wide group of people. And the sixth thing is take advantage of shorts. Even if you're into like more long form content, be creative, think outside the box of stuff that you can do to make short clips and post them in the short section. You would be shocked that if you can find something that's catchy and that has to do with your niche, whether it's just like condensing and speeding up like, you know, one of your videos and then posting as a short as like a preview to your video or something like that, you would be shocked at how many subscribers you can gain and how much traction you can get on your channel if you will utilize your shorts. And like I said, think outside the box and try to think of something that has to do with your niche that you could film short clips of to post on there, because those because they're shorter, they get a lot of traction, they go through a lot of people. That will also help your channel grow. Really, I think getting into the Facebook groups, posting shorts, making sure my thumbnails were on track, the title thing with whenever I save my video and uploading it, those are all things that like really helped me and helped kind of promote my growth. I know it's tempting at first whenever you first make a channel to, go on some of these groups or forums and it's like this sub for sub or whatever. It's not gonna upkeep your channel. That's not gonna be the factor that like carries you over to, whatever mark you're trying to reach. It's not going to be the sub for subs. And I think that, it's very tempting whenever you first start, because it's like you're just trying to get a little bit of traction on your channel. It's just not reasonable for long term. A lot of these sub for subs, it's kind of like clicky, like mean girl type stuff. Like they'll say they're subbing, they'll sub to you, and then you'll sub to them, and then they'll unsub from you once they see that you've subbed to them, because they're like, oh, I got her. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying everyone's like that. I know everyone's not like that. There's actually a lot of really like genuine people, especially within like the mom niche, that type of thing, that are really like supportive. And I've ran into some of them. And if you're gonna do, if you're gonna sub to people and then say, hey, I subbed, expecting a sub back, make sure it's within your niche and like something that you'll actually watch. I've subbed to people before that have subbed to me, and it was because like I would watch their content. My last thing I want to say before I end this video is don't get discouraged. Okay, I've seen a lot of people who, would get discouraged and then they just quit. And like, if this is something you really want to do, don't just give up on it. Make sure your mindset's right. And I guess that's like the most important thing, is to make sure your mindset's right, but also enjoy the process. I'm a firm believer that whatever's meant to be will be. So I'm just enjoying the process in the meantime until it gets to where it needs to be. And that's the way to look at it, because one day like you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, I remember those days, like trying to grow, hoping to grow. That's why I said it's important to love whatever content you create, because it may take a while, but if you believe in it, you'll get there. So I think you have to be content in the process and just enjoy the process, because one day you'll be where you want to be. I've literally seen a lot of people on here where they will be ready to give up, and then like it was within a month or within, however long, and they were able to break that barrier to where they were, on the path to where they wanted to be as far as their channel went and stuff like that. So don't give up. Everybody had to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like these YouTubers that you look up to now and you're like, oh my gosh, they've got this, and this. They were where you're at right now at one time. And I think we've got to remember that so that we can stay positive and keep going. This is what my growth has looked like in 8 months. It's very realistic. It's not one of these, oh, I grew and, broke and got monetized within 2 months. No, like I'm at 8 months and I'm at 166 subscribers. And I'm thankful for that. I'll just keep rolling until I get, monetized and everything else. So yeah, if you guys have any questions below in the comments, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a realistic take, because it's hard to find that on YouTube because everybody's kind of trying to inflate themselves. But this is what 8 months has looked like for me. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I dove into the deep end, 'cause I thought I could